Hi, and welcome to episode 2 of the Sprite 400 trailer restoration. Now, if you remember from episode 1, we took a look at the condition of the trailer as it is, and the interior of the trailer was pretty much gutted, which didn't give us a good sense of what the trailer may have looked like when it was originally built. Now, although the weather has not been cooperating lately, I was able to get out into the trailer and take a look at the markings on the floor and on the wall to kind of get a sense of what it may have looked like. Okay, so here's what I've been able to find so far. This is the layout according to the lines in the trailer. And we already talked about this section here at the front of the trailer having been a bench with the fresh water tank. And we also had the 12-volt regulator which regulated the 110 volts coming in and to the floor, and you can see sort of what it looked like here, but we also had the gray water tank, and the gray water tank appears to be something that you would put on the outside of the trailer and just attach as you're using it. Now we also saw the fridge and stove setup with the sink on the side. And this is what it looked like here. It wasn't all that big. And the lines also indicated that there was an L-shaped bench, and there is the hole for the table, which we would see here. The red line indicates where there was the cut marks for the thing. And of course the table, which would become part of the bed afterwards. But this corner piece appears to be a toilet area, which may have incorporated a chemical toilet, and you can tell by the split windows on the rear of the Sprite that there was some kind of a privacy area there, and that privacy area, like I said, might have contained a toilet, like a chemical toilet. Now that we know what the trailer layout probably was, it turns out that the bed is really a little bit smaller than a double, which for two people is a bit tight, and I wanted to enlarge that, but the only way we could enlarge that is by removing the toilet space and using that as part of the bedroom. And we were thinking of rotating the bed 90 degrees and putting it at the back in an effort to give us a larger bed size. And if we did that, we can pretty much come up with a queen size bed, but it would cover up the space that is occupied currently by the heater. And you can't have the heater under the bed, so that would mean I would have to move the heater to a different location, which isn't too bad, but there is a hole for the air to flow in and out of the heater on the driver's side, which means that I would have to cover that up with something, or use it for an alternative purpose. I may also have to move the sink, depending on how big I go with the bed. And if I move the sink, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I don't want to move the fridge, because the fridge is a much more difficult item to move, because there are two large vents incorporated into the fridge, one with the controls and an upper one that allows the heat to escape from the fridge as it's being produced. So I didn't really want to do that. So I'm still looking at the layout. Next episode I hope to have the layout sort of narrowed down as far as where I want to move things, and start the complete removal of items in the trailer. I'll be taking out the sink and the stove and the fridge and basically whatever's left in there. Get a documentation of where the pipes and the wiring went, and that should allow me to have a better sense of what I'm going to be doing on the interior. And I have to know that before I build the exterior, because I need to know where the supports for things like bunk beds and benches will be, because I have to incorporate those into the wall, and I got to get that all figured out first. So stay tuned for episode 3, and hopefully we'll get a better sense of what the plan is for the trailer and start the demolition. Stay tuned. Thanks.